the Giants' starting quarterback. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Progressive Ozark Bank's debit card is now ready for your smartwatch or phone. It's compatible with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Just upload it to your mobile wallet and go. No more fumbling to find your card when you're in a hurry. Just tap and pay. Simple, easy, and secure. That's the progress of local banking. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured. Where people matter.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Currently outside our studios, our skies are mostly sunny. We have wind out of the southwest at about 10 miles per hour right now and may gust up as high as 23 miles per hour. Now for your weather forecast. We'll continue to be mostly sunny today with a high temperature near 77 degrees. Winds will be out of the southwest at 8 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. Tonight, we expect partly cloudy skies, low temperature around 55 degrees. Southwestern winds will be 7 to 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 78. Southerly winds tomorrow will be 7 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 57 degrees. Southerly winds continue tomorrow night around 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Wednesday should be sunny with a high temperature near 80 degrees. Winds will be southwesterly 10 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Wednesday night we have a 30% chance of showers after midnight with partly cloudy skies and a low temperature around 48 degrees. Then Thursday a 40% chance of showers during the afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 60. Chance of showers continues Thursday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 38. Then Friday should be sunny with a high temperature near 59. Skies will be mostly clear Friday night with low temperature around 32. Then Saturday, which is technically Veterans Day, will be sunny with a high temperature near 58 degrees. Saturday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 33, and Sunday mostly sunny with a high temperature near 59 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. My family raised hogs for many years, and if I close my eyes, I can remember the clanging of metal lids on feeders throughout the night as heard through the window of the childhood bedroom I shared with my sisters. Raising hogs, producing pork, has changed a great deal in the past few decades. You have to wonder what those early European settlers and explorers who first introduced hogs to this country in the 1500s would think of modern pork production. Who could have known that more than 28 billion pounds of pork would be produced in the United States in 2020? And on the other side of the coin, who would have guessed that the damage caused by escaped or released hogs in the United States would cost well over $1.5 billion. Often referred to as the most destructive invasive species in this country, feral hogs root, trample, forage, and wallow, leaving ruin in their wake. There are varying scientific opinions on just exactly how long it takes a domestic hog that escapes or is released into the wild to become feral. Once exposed to the different environment, some hogs will begin to grow longer and coarser hair, grow tusks, and become aggressive within 30 days. Some say within 2 generations, the species reverts to its feral origin. I wonder how much time it takes a human, exposed to a new and/or different environment, to become a completely different person. whether that is becoming feral or completely accepting of the way things are because government, the mass media, academia, peers, or the workplace says so. From personal observation, I can tell you it doesn't take long. If given a choice between the two, I'd choose feral. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
In his last will and testament, Robert has bequeathed to his only heir and devoted caretaker 1/3 of his house, 1/3 of his truck, and 1/3 of his beloved dog, Mr. Bo here.
Excuse me, I'm a little confused.
Don't settle for a fraction of what you deserve, especially at harvest. Yield your best with Veltima fungicide's proven plant health benefits and revolutionary application flexibility.
1/3 of a dog. Right.
Get everything you deserve with Veltima fungicide. From BASF, always read and follow label directions.
That's what it sounds like when a farmer opens a bag of Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. But not just any farmer. The type who expects nothing less than the absolute best. Who sees our 3 bushel per acre edge over XtendFlex and gets excited about how big of a yield advantage they'll have at harvest. Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. #1 for a reason. Visit pioneer.com/advantage.
Just inside a half court. Bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and punched it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
A slow start for direct cash cattle business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's a typically quiet Monday for direct cash cattle trade activity. Buyers and sellers are preparing for the week's work ahead. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced, and it's likely significant trade volumes going to be delayed until at least midweek or later. Last week, dress deals ranged from $290 to $294. Mostly $292, $2 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Southern live business held out until late in the day Friday after the reporting deadline, with deals marked at $184 to $185, mostly $185, which is about 50 cents below the prior week's weighted averages. Boxed beef is lower at midday on light demand for light offerings. Choice down 93 cents at $301.14. Select is 97 cents lower at $271.04. In Nebraska last week, steers were $6 to $10 lower, except steers 700 to 900 pounds, which were steady to $4 higher. Heifers under 600 pounds were $5 lower. Heifers over 600 pounds were steady to $3 higher. The USDA says demand was moderate to good. Medium and large one feeder steers 550 to 599 pounds brought $266 to $318. Feeder steers 600 to 649 pounds brought $251 to $288.75. Medium and large one feeder heifers 450 to 499 pounds brought $260 to $298, and feeder heifers 501 to 546 pounds brought $245 to $292. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. There were fairly light negotiated purchases reported. The cash hog market has struggled to find any consistent support. Slaughter runs have been large, indicating there's ample supplies of market-ready hogs available, putting packers in a position of advantage. As a result, they haven't had to be aggressive in their procurement efforts and haven't been bidding up to move desired numbers. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55. In Illinois, slaughter sow prices were $2 higher, with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $39 to $52. Barrows and gilts were steady, with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $40 to $50. And pork values are sharply higher at midday, up $9.16 at $96.44. Bellies jumped more than $34 to start the day. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
We lost our first calf, which was not a newborn calf, was a bigger calf, about a 300-pounder. You know, we lost a lot of genetics there. It's bad to lose the animal, but also the genetics that you're trying to bring up into your herd also you lose.
There are some mitigation efforts that are recommended.
Pyrotechnics, firing guns up in the air, hang an effigy up in a tree off of a bird that you have taken, or USDA APHIS has been very good about sending birds that they have killed. Effigies seem to be the most effective tool.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It's now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they'll be available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Annette Cyrus of Rolla passed away Sunday, October 29th, the age of 79 years. A memorial service for Annette Cyrus will be held at 4 o'clock Friday, November 10th at the Rolla Chapel of James Garb Mortuary. A visitation for her family and friends will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 3 p.m. until service time at 4. And all arrangements for Annette Cyrus of Rolla are under the direction of the James Garb Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time to take a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commissioners met this morning at the courthouse for their regular meeting. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said grading will be done on Dent County roads 5015, 6350, and 5600. He said the Title II project rock has now all been delivered to County Road 5600. Mowbray said work crews were servicing brush cutter number 10. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said grading would be done on Dent County roads 2150, 4350, and 4353. He said a culvert will be cleaned out on County Road 3180 and chip and seal repair work is being done on County Road 2240 using the ultimate paving material. Polk also said a brush cutter was being picked up from Heritage Tractor. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson stated the tourism tax monies received in November totaled $8,565.85. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley wanted to remind voters there is no election in Dent County this year during this month. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk reported the personal property and real estate tax bills are being mailed to those who own property and or real estate in the county. Van Kirk said that if you haven't received your tax statements by November 15th, to please contact her office and they can reprint one for you. Remember, if you own personal property or have real estate in Dent County and you don't receive your tax statements in the mail, it is still your responsibility to get those taxes paid on time or you will have to pay penalties and interest. If you have questions or need a statement reprinted, call the Dent County Collector at 729-3 3911. At 10 o'clock, Jeff Banderet of Great Rivers Engineering was in to talk about the MoDOT TAP grant the county was awarded for the sidewalks around the courthouse. The grant is an 80-20 split, with MoDOT picking up the 80% with a match total of 20%. The TAP grant is not to exceed $393,283. At the last meeting, the Commission discussed insurance deductibles for the county health insurance and voted to continue to do the same as what was done in 2023. The deductible amount is $4,500 per employee, and once the county employee pays the first $2,000, the county will pay the remaining $2,500. If the county employee buys up on their insurance plan and has a $3,000 deductible, the employee will pay the provider $500 and the county will pay the remaining $2,500. Next meeting of the commission will be Thursday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and that meeting is open to the public. Last Friday afternoon around 1:15 at 1:20, the Denton County Fire Protection District was dispatched to the 500 block of South Main for a commercial structure fire in a former car repair shop that was currently unoccupied on property owned by the Trust of Edgar and Wanda Major, according to the last plat maps. According to the Denton County Fire Protection District, fire crews responded to extinguish the fire. Due to the age of the building and the fire load, the building is a total loss. The fire had a few hot spots that were still smoldering and igniting into Saturday night. The status of the fire has been identified as an arson fire and is currently under investigation by the Missouri State Fire Marshal's Office. According to the district, one arrest has been made in conjunction with their investigation. Assisting at the scene were the Lenox Rural Fire Department and City of Salem personnel to help with the extinguishment. The fire district also wanted to thank the Salem Police Department, Denton County Sheriff's Department, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol for help with traffic control. The Denton County Fire Protection District also wanted to send out a big thank you to Philmart for the donations of drinks and Master Donuts for donating donuts for the crew members and other responders to the fire, which was greatly appreciated. An accident occurred Sunday morning at 6 in Texas County on Highway 63, about 4 miles north of Licking, that took the life of a woman from Edgar Springs. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2013 Volkswagen Jetta, driven southbound by 42-year-old Deanne Morris of Edgar Springs, went off the right side of the roadway, impacting a guardrail before returning to the road and going off the left side of the roadway, impacting another guardrail. The Jetta began overturning and ejecting Morris from the vehicle. The Jetta came to rest in a steep ravine. Morris was pronounced dead at the scene by the Texas County coroner Marie Laster Sunday afternoon. Morris was not wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The coroner had the body transported to the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. The Jetta was totaled and removed from the scene by Jay's Automotive from Houston. An accident occurred around 1:13 Sunday morning in Crawford County on Becker Road south of Idlewild Road. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2008 Chevy Cobalt driven by 18-year-old Trenton Brooks of Cuba was traveling southbound and went off the roadway and struck a tree. Brooks suffered serious injuries and was transported by the Steelville ambulance to the Missouri Baptist in Sullivan. The Chevrolet was totaled and removed from the scene by Miles Towing. The report goes on to say that Brooks was wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident. An accident occurred Friday evening around 6:44 in Phelps County on County Road 3060, about 1 mile east of Rolla. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 1998 Chevrolet Venture driven by 36-year-old Devin Harrison of Rolla was traveling eastbound and attempted to pass another vehicle. The Chevrolet struck a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado driven by 47-year-old Jeremy Stinson of Rolla head-on. Harrison suffered serious injuries and was transported by air evac to University of Missouri Hospital in Columbia. A passenger in the Silverado, 52-year-old Rebecca Stinson of Rolla, suffered moderate injuries, and Stinson suffered minor injuries. Both injured parties were taken to Phelps Health by Phelps Health Ambulance and were wearing safety restraints at the time of the accident. The report states that Harrison was not wearing a safety restraint. The Venture was totaled and removed from the scene by D&D Towing. The Silverado sustained extensive damage and was towed by C&C Towing. The Missouri State Highway Patrol would like to remind the public that driver examination stations throughout the state will be closed Friday, November 10th, 2023, in observance of Veterans Day, and Thursday, November 23rd, 2023, in observance of Thanksgiving. Too many people die in traffic crashes each year in Missouri. The choices you make when you're behind the wheel make good choices, so you'll never have to say, if I could just go back. For more news, follow the Missouri State Highway Patrol on X at MSHP Trooper GHQ. An accident happened Thursday afternoon around 2:06 on Highway 106, about 5 miles from Eminence in Shannon County. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2002 Ford Ranger driven westbound by 29-year-old Samuel Williams of Winona traveled off the right side of the roadway, overcorrected, and crossed the roadway and overturned. The Shannon County first responders from Eminence and Birch Tree, along with the Eminence Area Volunteer Fire Department, Shannon County deputies, and Mercy EMS responded to the crash, where the driver had rolled the vehicle possibly several times before it came to rest upside down. Williams was entrapped in the vehicle by the dashboard, which had pinned his legs to the floor of the truck. Firefighters from Eminence Area Volunteer Fire Department used the jaws of life and other hydraulic tools to remove the truck's door and to lift the dashboard off his legs. The first responders cared for the victim while the firefighters worked, covering both him and the responders with a safety blanket to protect them from flying glass and metal. Due to Williams wearing a seat belt and the truck being equipped with airbags, he suffered moderate injuries. He was transported by the Mercy ambulance to the Poplar Bluff Regional Hospital. The Ranger was totaled and removed from the scene by Baker's Towing. The Planning and Zoning Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing and meeting Tuesday evening, November 7th at 6 o'clock at the City Hall Council Chambers at 200 North Washington. The purpose of the hearing and meeting will be to approve minutes of the board's October 18th meeting and to accept or reject a conditional use permit at 1509 South Louise Street owned by Michael Florence. The public is welcome to attend. The Salem Arty School District will again salute veterans this year with a Veterans Day assembly on Friday, November 10th. Breakfast for the veterans will be held in the high school cafeteria at 8:15 before they enter the gym around 8:45 and take their place in the special seating area for the assembly. Principal Jody Haven will say the Pledge of Allegiance before the Salem Chamber Singers sing the national anthem. A former veteran will be the guest speaker and will give a short 10 to 15-minute speech before the band plays a patriotic number. Following their performance, a slideshow prepared by the yearbook staff will be shown. The assembly is expected to last less than an hour. All veterans can park in the bus lanes on the Circle Drive and enter in the front doors to the lobby, or they can enter through the main office doors, which are handicapped accessible. All veterans are welcome, and if you have questions, contact the Salem High School at 729-6641. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hello, my name is Amber Hogan. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMBH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Our clinic is located at Physicians Office Building 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Meet Bruce.
Hey there.
He's a busy soccer dad who's trying hard to learn the game.
Go for the end zone.
Whoops. Luckily, other things come easy, like banking with Chase. On a tip from his banker, he set up AutoSave in the Chase mobile app. So what are you saving for, Bruce?
Father-daughter soccer camp.
Smart bankers, convenient tools. One bank with the power of both. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
AutoSave requires a Chase checking and savings account. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Mango wants you to be safe when using natural gas in your home. If you smell rotten eggs or hear a hissing sound, clear out immediately. Go upwind and from a safe location, call 911. Preparation is the key in dealing with natural gas. It's best to have natural gas and carbon monoxide detectors in strategic places. Keep small children away from stoves, fire pits, and other sources of natural gas. For more safety tips, visit mosafegas.com. That's mosafegas.com. A message from Mango, the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The City of Salem Youth League basketball and cheerleader sign-ups, regular sign-ups end today for boys and girls in 1st through the 6th grade. The cost of basketball is $35, and the cost of cheerleader is $45. There'll be an additional $10 late fee for those who register starting tomorrow, and no registrations will be accepted after November 13th. Practice will begin in December, and games will be held in January. To register your child for basketball or cheerleading, go on Facebook to the Salem Mo Parks and Recreation page to find the direct link to Team Snap to register your child. For more information or questions, email Melissa DuBois at salemparks@salemmo.com. Newcomer Kevin Hayes scored 2 goals Friday night as the St. Louis Blues beat the Philadelphia Flyers in St. Louis 4-1. Jake Neighbors and Robert Thomas also scored for St. Louis, who completed the weekend sweep with a 6-3 win over Montreal Saturday night. 6 different Blues scored in that game, with Jordan Kyrou finishing with a goal and 2 assists. The Blues will host the Winnipeg Jets Tuesday night at 6:30 on KSMO AM 1340 and FM 95.7. The Missouri football Tigers battled Georgia toe-to-toe on Saturday, but 2 fourth-quarter interceptions thrown by quarterback Brady Cook ended the Missouri hopes for an upset as they fell to the Bulldogs 31-20. Cody Schrader had 22 carries for 112 yards and a touchdown in the loss as Missouri falls to 7-2. They'll host Tennessee Saturday at 2:30, and you can hear the game on KSMO Radio. The Missouri basketball Tigers host Arkansas Pine Bluff tonight at 6:30 at the Mizzou Arena. The game will be heard right here on KSMO Radio. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the Miami Dolphins Sunday on a game played in Germany 21-14. Patrick Mahomes was 20 of 30 for 185 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Chiefs led 21-0 after the first half, then held on for the win. The Chiefs will host Philadelphia next Monday night. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, as brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs held on to a 21-14 win over the Dolphins in Frankfurt, the first NFL game in that city, getting to 7-2, a huge win for Andy Reid just past the halfway point of the season.
We're 6-2 sitting there with the Dolphins coming into this. And knowing that they're one of the better teams in the AFC, and so I love the energy, the way our guys rebounded from that last game against Denver. All those things are so important to making up a good football team.
The Chiefs are tied with the Baltimore Ravens for the top record in the AFC. The Mizzou Tigers saw a big hit to their SEC East title hopes, losing at number 2 Georgia 30-21. Head coach Eli Drinkwitz.
There's a lot of hurt guys in that room. They put a lot into this one, and we knew it'd be a 4-quarter fight, and just disappointing to be so close but so far away at the same time. But there's still a lot of football left. There's still a lot of football to play, and we got 3 really tough football teams left, so nobody's going to feel sorry for us. And
Coming up Saturday at 2:30, a sellout at home against the Tennessee Volunteers. One Missouri school did beat the number 2 team in the country. In St. Joe, Missouri Western held off number 2 Pitt State.
Western 31, Pitt 30. 4th and 13, Gorillas at the Griffin 33. Back to throw, gets hit, the ball's free. Western recovered, Western's gonna win.
Tommy Rezach with the call. It's the biggest win over a ranked team in Griffin's history. MLS Cup playoffs, Sporting Kansas City completes the upset, knocking out St. Louis City, the top seed in the Western Conference, with a 2-1 win last night. KC takes the series 2-0. The Mizzou women have tipped off already, opening their season this morning/afternoon against Belmont at Mizzou Arena. And tonight, the Mizzou men tip off against Arkansas Pine Bluff at 7. The SLU men hosting Southern Indiana. Lindenwood visits Nebraska. Missouri State at West Virginia. SEMO at Grand Canyon. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net.
We've all got places to be. Slow down. Speeding, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. Nothing is worth a crash. You'll get there when you get there. And remember, it's okay to be nice. Simple actions save lives. This message is brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down. It's important to get your shot updated. So the vaccine that you can get this fall will be a good match. It'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before. So we need to keep you updated.
A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and punched it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down. It's important to get your shot updated. So the vaccine that you can get this fall will be a good match. It'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before. So we need to keep you updated.
A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. Shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of financing options and get free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals for huge savings today.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolts mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Message and data rates may apply.
The flu is back, so it's time to vaccinate. At SMDH Family Medicine, we know the importance of keeping you and your family healthy. Influenza vaccines are now available at our SMDH Family Medicine Clinic. So come by or call 729-8000 to see about receiving your flu shot. You can also visit our website at smdh.net for more information. Extended clinic hours are available and walk-ins are welcome. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
The battle line against weeds has been drawn. Now prepare your fields for a lopsided victory with powerful corn herbicides such as Resicor, Sure Start 2, and Keystone NXT from Corteva Agriscience. These options provide you with the flexibility that fits your farm while giving your fields the strength they need to tackle even the most resistant weeds and grasses. Discover which corn herbicides will help you conquer each and every acre at poweroverweeds.com. Keystone NXT is a restricted use pesticide.
Throughout the growing season, you're tasked with making tough choices, starting with the seed, reading all that trial data. You even have your neighbors weigh in. And when you do plant that smart decision, how you'll protect it, well, that's an easy choice. The soybean herbicide portfolio from Corteva Agriscience. With products like Sonic Herbicide, you'll be complementing your Enlist system with the soybean residual protection that'll tackle the toughest weed challenges all season long. See how a program approach can help you protect every acre at Corteva.us.
With news on MissouriNet, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri has chosen 3 people to serve as Missouri School Counselor of the Year for their level in elementary, middle, and high schools. Maria Stokes from Blair Oaks in Central Missouri represents the middle school level. She talks about one of her greatest memories of working with a struggling student.
She could not emotionally accept that there was a future for her. This young lady also spent hours upon hours upon hours a day on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of these things, and she had something like 5,000 followers on Instagram, but at the same time thought that she was completely worthless.
That student graduated from high school and is now in college. Veterans and active duty military members are being recognized for their service through promotions in honor of Veterans Day. All vets and active duty personnel who camp at a Missouri state park this Saturday, November 11th, will receive a voucher for a free night of camping. Visit mostateparks.com for more info. This is MissouriNet.